everyone, and welcome to St. Louis University and your course, The Biology of Plants and Animals. So, first of all, I would like to say thank you for being in this course, and I would also like to tell you all welcome to a brand new year and a brand new semester, and I know it's going to be absolutely fantastic, amazing, in fact, is what it's going to be. So, I'm your professor, Kelly Roberts, and I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I graduated from Western Illinois University in 2006 with a Master's of Science degree in neuroanatomy. I also graduated right across the river from you all at Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville with my undergraduate degree in biology. I have had the fantastic opportunity to be able to work with marine animals. I've been able to work with primates. I've been able to work with a lot of different aquatic species. I've also been able, had the opportunity to work with human subjects as well in a very different kind of context. I am married. I have five children, ages 16 down to ages 7 months. I have been teaching full time at St. Louis Community College since 2009, and then I began teaching part time at SLU since 2010, I believe it is. So as you can probably tell, I'm a very busy, active person. I enjoy yoga, running, spending time with my family, reading lots of books, particularly on self-actualization. And I am really passionate about teaching. I'm really passionate about teaching and more passionate about learning. So what you'll find in this course is that I don't really spend a whole lot of time hand holding you all because you are university students. You're not just any university students, you are the finest university students in all of the St. Louis metropolitan area. You are Billikens, you're SLU students. So I really don't do a whole lot of hand holding, but I do provide you with guidance. So I'll provide you with lots of guidance, lots of help, anything that you need to help make your journey more fulfilling to yourself. All of your homework assignments are going to be on the Mastering Biology website. So that's for your weekly homework, your weekly quizzes. Your discussion boards will be posted right on Blackboard on in the discussion board posting area. So I don't have lecture recordings for every chapter, but areas that might be a little bit sticky, I'll do a video so that you all can have a little bit more understanding. And especially if it's a question or something that I see as you're going through your homework that students are kind of routinely getting incorrect, then we'll definitely have a video to discuss that as well. So what I would like from you all is to have an open mind and a very eager want and desire to succeed and to learn. Because if you have those things, then you are going to make it to the finish line and you're going to do so with smashing colors. It'll be amazing. I also would like for you all to tell me a little bit about yourselves, where you're from, why you're here, and what it is you expect to get out of this class. And I'll have that posted in the discussion boards here on Blackboard. So next thing I would like to do is that I would like for us to just take a real quick peek at the syllabus here. So on your syllabus, obviously, are all the really kind of important things. The picture of the textbook that I have here is the fourth edition, but if you can't get a hold of the fourth edition is typically cheaper. Then we also have the fifth edition is available. So if you purchase the fifth edition, then that's perfectly fine as well. That won't be an issue. If you just bought the standalone Master in Biology card, this is what it may look like. Very recently, they've had some changes and updates to the packaging, so it might not look exactly like this image. And you don't even have to have a physical entity at this point anymore. You can go right onto Master in Biology, use your credit card and debit card, and just pay for the access to the site. And remember, it's very important to have this. It's not a lab component, but it is the vehicle by which you're able to get your homework and your quizzes. Now, the reason that I use mastering is because it has this adaptive learning model where it's able to kind of see exactly as students are answering questions where they may have sticky parts, where it may be difficult for them. So I'm able to get immediate feedback from the software to say what types of things are working well for students and what types of things are not working well for students. So that's why I've chosen to use Mastering Biology as opposed to just putting questions into the Blackboard format, which won't give me that kind of adaptive learning feedback. In addition, with adaptive learning feedback, not only does that help me to identify where students are having issues, it also helps you as a student to identify where you may have holes or gaps in your understanding as well. The software will ask you the same questions repeatedly in different ways throughout the duration of that particular module until it's able to confer that you are giving the correct answer. So it won't give you the same question over and over again. What it will do is give you the same context or the same information type for the question in various different ways to ensure that you understand. So, what I have found and what research has shown is that the adaptive learning process and the adaptive learning modules that are in Mastering Biology from Pearson are very beneficial, and they make sure that students have a better understanding of the material, and they feel as if they have a better command of the learning process and they're not being a passive learner but more being an active learner. And that's really what life is about, and that's what teaching is about for me, is being actively engaged in the material, whether it's on my end of it, which is presenting it or lecturing about it or teaching it is kind of the normal way to say it, or on the students' end where they're gathering this information. My goal for you is not just to be able to regurgitate information that you learned in this course, but to be able to utilize it and apply it in your everyday lives and also to help the world as a whole. Because really, isn't that what it's all about? It's not just about what your experience is here at SLU, but it's also a part of how you can take this experience and make the world a better place. So as we continue to go on through our syllabus, a lot of this is pretty standard, so I'm not going to read all this information to you. You will have a research paper, and I will be posting a video as we get closer onto what things I expect for the research paper. Every week you have a discussion board, a quiz, and a homework assignment that will be due. They're always due on Sunday at midnight. Um, we also have a final exam. You just have one exam that happens in here. It's a comprehensive exam. The exam shouldn't take you more than 2 hours to take. If you're looking up every single answer, then it will take you a significant amount of time. When it is time for your final exam, I would suggest that you block out at least 2 hours of time that you're going to be uninterrupted and that you have a good setup so that you have your notes and you have your computer connection and everything is all good to go so that you don't have any trouble as you're taking the exam. Then we have our grading scale, the Student Success Center, or any other resources that you might need to make you successful in your experience here at SLU. And then we get down to the schedule. On Blackboard, there is also a schedule that's posted under calendars. That's pretty much the same thing. So these are all the chapters that we'll go over and the due dates for all those things in the learning week for all of those things. So that in a nutshell is pretty much your entire syllabus. One last thing I would like to share with you all is on your Blackboard page. And so most of you all are pretty familiar with this Blackboard page, what it looks like. The welcome announcements, this is where you would find your syllabus and also the course calendar. Information on me. I typically answer all emails within usually 48 hours, 72 hours at the most. As I said before, I teach full-time at St. Louis Community College. I have 5 children. I have a husband. All of my children have activities except for the 7-month-old. She just has kind of like mommy and me story time. But they all have various different activities. And much like yourself, I'm a very, very busy person. So on the weekends, typically Friday evening to Monday morning, I don't get a chance to check my email very often. So that would be a time when it may be a 72 hours or 3 days before I get back to answering an email for you because I don't really have a lot of time on the weekend to respond to emails. Typically throughout the week, I'm able to respond very quickly. If I don't respond to your email within 72 hours, chances are that I didn't get it at all. Sometimes things happen and they just get lost, or maybe there's not an S put on K Roberts, or something happens and I just don't receive it. So if I don't receive your email within 72 hours, please don't hesitate to send another one again so that I can make sure that I am maintaining correspondence with you. And then we have our discussion boards here. These are all over the discussion boards that we have. I'm pretty excited about the discussion boards. I think they're able to mimic our face-to-face learning experience here in an online setting. And then the kind of meat and potatoes of the course, you have your modules. So each week has the dates for the module, what activities or assignments are going to be due. When you go into the folders, you'll be able to see, once again, the due dates again, and some of the information that I will expect for you, or the learning objectives that we're going to go over in each part of the week. So it then has an agenda, different resources that I find here. Sometimes I'm able to find notes or really neat videos for things. So let's just go back to the week 1 folder. And if I can find other videos, the reason I put other videos up for additional resources is because a lot of times another professor or another expert in the field may be able to say things a little bit differently than the way I've been able to say them so that you're able to get a better understanding of it. So I have the all of the above approach that any information that you can use to make you successful and to help you to understand the material, I'm more than happy for you to use and I am more than happy to present that to you. So for this first week's module, we'll be talking about the cells and we're talking about ATP and cellular respiration. So there are various different videos from various different prominent places. Crash Course is one, and Khan Academy. They're very reputable resources that I have put up for you all to view to understand this topic and this information better. So that is all I have for now. Once again, I would like to say welcome to the course. I'm really excited about working with you all, and I hope you all are excited about being in this class as well. So we'll be talking very soon, and I will see you in the discussion boards. Have an amazing day.